Hi all, welcome back for joining this session. I am Yogesh from Big Learning for Big Minds team. Today we are going to learn how to create a first workflow at Informatica, and then we will work on these two scenarios. Like first scenario is import data from text file from a source location. Okay, and then we will generate a new text file at target location, right, using one workflow. Then we will be importing a .text file from a source location, and then we will be generating a CSV file with the same data. So let's see how we can create a workflow and how we can import data from .text file, and then we can generate a .txt file or .csv file. So let's jump and see. So this is my folder structure, Informatica_str. Under this folder, we will have two folders. One folder is source folder. We will have a source file available over here. We do have 4 records and one header. Header will have a column names, right? So over here, header at this file and 4 records. The employee ID, first name, last name, address, age, and cell number, right? So this is my source file. Under the source location, I have a target location, and this is a blank. So we will be generating a .txt file over here and CSV file using the Informatica, right? So let's open the Informatica. So we have learned already in the previous session, like how to download, install the Informatica and how to configure. Even I will put the link in the description, okay, so that you can refer that link and you can download and install the Informatica at your system, right? And you can do the practice for the same. So first of all, let's log in over here. So this is my repository under info_repository. Do the right click here, connect, click here at connect. My username is administrator and password is admin, right? So I'm here. Now let me create a folder. Okay, here at the menu, this is a folder. Click here, then create. Okay, now give any name, like let me give you this is test online project. Okay, so click at OK. The folder has been created successfully. Now here it is, right? Now go to the second tab at the designer, click here at designer. So designer tab will open, right? So click OK. So here this is my designer, right? And at this we can see my project I just created at the previous screen, right? At the different component. So we do have source, target, mapping, right? So we are going to work on these 3 folders: source, target, and mapping, right? Here at this designer. Okay, so let's create for source. So what we usually create over here, select source, right? So you can see this is a source analyzer, right? Can you see that? Right, you can see. Now here in the menu you can see source. Now we do have a source file available under one of the folder, so we are going to import this file, right? So import from file, the second option, select it and provide your location. So select all files. So this is my location, right? Under the C drive, then Informatica_str, then source folder, right? So this is my, and this is my file, right? You can check over here, right? Go to Informatica under source. Here is a test data. Okay, so this is something we have already reached at this level. So select your file. Now you can check over here, like this is a delimited file or fixed width file. So you can check it over here again. So this is a comma delimited file, right? You can see the data has been separated by the comma, right? So this is a comma delimited file. So that is correctly checked. Now, second option is import, start import at first row. Okay, yes. But here is a checkbox, import field name from the first line. Yes, if you will take a look over here, so you will check like the first line will have a column name, right? So that is a checkbox. So if you will select it, so it will say like you will have the first row with the column name, right? So data will start to import from the second row, right? So you can check your data in the grid, as well as you will have a file name over here, right? This is test underscore data. By default, whatever will be the file name, that will be displayed over here. Okay, click at next. Here you can check your separator, whatever is that. Like I do have a comma separator file, then that's fine. It is by default selected. Now you can check your data as well. Yeah, that's fine. Now click at next. Here at this screen, you can check employee ID, first name, last name, all columns are available over here, and the data type by default, as per the data, whatever data is available in the flat file, in the text file, Informatica is very intelligent. So by default, based on the available data, it put the data type over here and the length, right? So you can check your data as well. Okay, so this is something you can check. Once you will be done, you can check like everything is okay. That's fine. If you want to increase the size or you want to change the data type, you can use these options. Otherwise, click at finish. Right. So we have imported the schema of the flat file, right? So we are done with the source. Now we have to create a target. So select the target, go to the second option here, the second, right? If you will see, this is a target design. The second triangle kind of icon is there, the second icon. Click here. So this is a target designer. Go to the target. Now what you will have to do, we have to generate a text file or CSV file, right? So here is a create option. You will have to select this. You can provide your name, whatever you want to provide, like my target file, right? That's fine. Select your type of data type, database type, like what kind of you want to have. I want to have flat file. Okay, click on create, click on done. So we have created, but here the column is not available. We have to provide the column names, right? So do the double click at the header over here. Once you will do this, here you will see by default the table name will be selected over here, whatever we provided, right? Now you will have to click at the second tab, that is a columns. Now these are the blanks. You will have to add some column names. Click here, the first option, that is add a new column to this table. So how many columns we need to add? Just check your file and see. Like employee ID, first name, last name, address, age, cell number. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right. So 6 columns we need to add. Let's add over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right. Just do the double click here and provide the actual name. Like this is employee ID. Next, first name. Next, last name. Next, address. Next, age. Next, cell number. Nice. You will have to select the specific data type, respective data type, like employee ID, that is an integer, first name string, last name string, address string, age again integer, cell number again integer, right? Even you can take a look at your data as well, your file. Okay, if you will see, employee ID is integer, next three columns, first name, last name, address will be a string, and last two column again integer, right? So we have provided the same over here. Click at apply and click on OK. So the schema has been created for the target file. Now the third, we will have to create a mapping, the third, right? And here it is in this is small menu, and here the last option is a mapping. This is a mapping designer. We need to create a mapping. So if you want to create a mapping, here is a mapping at the menu. Click here and click at create. You can give the name like first mapping my m underscore my first mapping. Okay, click here. So this mapping has been created successfully, right? Now what I need to do, I need to drag and drop the source. Okay, this is the source file, just do drag and drop. Okay, so here it is. The next we need to drag and drop the target. Okay, so here it is a target and drag and drop. Okay, when we were learning, we were working on ETLs, then we have learned the mapping document, right? What is the mapping document, how it looks like, what is the transformation, what is the source, everything we have learned over there, right? So the same, like this is my source, right? And this is my target. Okay, so the employee ID will be mapped with the employee ID. First name will be employed with first name. L name will be mapped with the last name. Address will be mapped with the address. Age will be mapped with the age. Sorry, my mouse is moving. Okay, age will be mapped with age, and cell number will be mapped with cell number, right? So we have created this mapping. Now what you need to do, you need to press Ctrl+S from keyboard. So if you will read the message over here at this log screen, so you can check it, like this is a valid mapping and this is inserted in the database, right? So we are done with this task. So now we have to move at the workflow manager. This is the third component of Informatica. First, we will have to create a session over here, right? So let's create a session. So this is a task in the menu, and here is a create. So give a name like S underscore my first session. Okay, click at create. So we have to link this session with the mapping. So which mapping we have created? We have created the my first mapping, right, at the previous screen. You can refer the recording, you can go back and then you can check later on, like this was the same mapping we have created, right? Even if you will go to the designer here, and you can see over here at this screen, this is the mapping we created, m underscore my first mapping. Okay, this is same we are getting over here when we are creating the session, m underscore my first mapping. So click at OK, click at done. So I have created successfully my session. Okay, now I need to create a workflow. So here I need to go at the workflow, click at create. Here I need to give a name like it's a workflow, so w underscore my first workflow. Okay, so click at OK. So I have created the workflow. Now I need to link this workflow with the session. So just drag and drop your session at the same window, and here you need to link this session. You need to define your source and target. How to? Just do the double click, go to the mapping, right? We have already learned mapping in very detailed manner, each and everything in the previous sessions, right? So here the source. So like we did not provide the source location, like my Informatica will read my file from this folder, right? So we need to provide this location. This is my source file location. Okay, so let me provide this source location, like this is a source file directory, right? So I need to provide my directory over here, and file name is already here, like test underscore data underscore, sorry, test underscore data dot txt. Okay, that is already available. Now go to the target. Okay, here you need to check like what is your output file directory. So this is, so we need to provide the output file directory. So go back here, this is a target. We need to generate the text file under this folder, right? So let's provide this directory. Okay, the output file name, what file name I want to have? My first target. Okay, let me remove one. So the name will be my target file. Okay, so what extension do you want? By default this is out, out. I want .txt. Okay, so click on apply, click on OK. So I have defined the source and target mapping over here with this session. Now what I need to do, I need to link this workflow with the session. So how to link that? So here is task. Under the task, this is the option link task. So link task, just drag over here at this and press the Control S from the keyboard. So this is, you can see like this is a valid workflow and this is inserted in the database. Now what you need to do, you need to go in the workflow folder, expand it. You can see this is your first workflow. Now what you need to do, you need to do the right click here, and fourth option is start workflow. Click at this, so your workflow will be started, and this is a session log will be opened automatically, and this is a monitor. You can monitor your real-time execution. Okay, like you can see, like this is completed within some seconds only. Now if this is completed, go to your target folder. Now you can see here it is. So we have created this file successfully. You can see this is your data, but the thing is we were having some header over there. So by default this file, the target file will be looks like this, but I want to have header as well, right? I want to have a header names. So go back again at your workflow, and here go to the sessions, double click, go to mapping, go to target. Let me maximize this, and in the target you can see the header option, right? By default I have selected no header. Now you can check like the second option, output field names. We want to have output field name as well. Click on OK, press Ctrl S from keyboard. This is saved. Now re-execute it, select your workflow, do right click, start workflow. This is running, this is complete. Go back to your target folder to refresh it once, open your file and check. Like now you can see your header is there, right? So this is something how you can generate your text file. Now I want to generate, my second scenario was I will import a data from a text file and I will generate a CSV file at this location. So now we will be generating a CSV file at this target location. So let's go back here, open this session again, go to mapping, go to target file. Let me maximize it. And here, if you will see the file name, right? So what is my file name? What is the extension of this? .txt. Let me provide here CSV. Okay. Click at save. Press Ctrl S and execute workflow again. Right. So you can see this is running and this is complete. Go to your target. You can see we have generated the CSV file as well using the Informatica, right? So let's open this and let's look at the data, right? So this is something we have generated the file with the header and all data is correct, right? So let me close this. So we are done this task. So congratulations. Congratulations, guys. We have achieved our target. Okay, so thank you so much for joining this session. If you really feel like this is a very good video for you, then you can please subscribe our channel, and as well as you can press the bell icon so that you will get automatic notification, and you can like this video, as well as you can provide your comment in the comment section, whatever new video you want related to the Informatica, so that we will create that video and we will provide to you. Thank you so much for joining. Bye bye, take care, have a good day.